السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته أعزائي الطلبة والطالبات، مرحبا بكم في لقاء الخطأ الختامي لهذا الفصل. سيكون اليوم بإذن الله الدرس الثامن للمقرر الدراسي كتابة متقدمة. Writing a formal letter and professional email will be our topic for today. So this lesson will discuss the format of a formal email along with formal email samples. Okay, because it's extremely necessary for students to know how to write a formal email, especially when they are beginning their professional career. With these simple steps and factors, they can write a formal email like professionals. So let us look at these important steps. Writing a formal email can seem like a daunting task or a difficult task, since emails are so often used for personal and informal purposes. So if you need to write an email to a professor or a teacher, for example, or to a manager, or even for college admission, you need that require formality. You need to follow a few simple guidelines. So you need to keep your message clear, to the point, and follow expectation for style, tone, and formatting. Finally, you need to proofread and review the content of your email before send it. Formatting your email. Use a professional email address. Ideally, your email address should be a variation of your real name, not a surname or nickname. So you need to use periods, hyphens, or underscores to secure an email address that's just your name, without extra numbers or letters, if you can. So here we have an example for two types of emails. The first one named with Cool Guy 007. So this kind of email or this type of email will seem like an unprofessional one. Another example, we have ali.gerfal@themail.com. So however, this is kind of suitable email because it started with the name of the person, also the surname if he wants to, okay? And this looks like a professional email. A professional font. Font is a type of one particular face and size. So most email services now allow you the option to write using a variety of fonts and text styles. So for a formal email, we need to stick into these steps, okay, or these conditions. So you need to keep things conservative with fonts like Times New Roman and Arial. This is how Arial looks like in this shape, and the Times New Roman also. So unless they are warranted by the content and purpose of the email, okay, unless they ask you to write with another font, okay, but the basic or the common font of emails is with Times New Roman or Arial, okay. You need to avoid decorative fonts like Comic Sans. This is how Comic Sans looks like. This is how Comic Sans looks like, and or Old English. Also, you need to avoid to use the decorative fonts like Old English and Comic Sans. Write your email in eligible font size, such as 12-point type. So when you use a professional or a formal email, you need to use Times New Roman and with font size 12, okay? Avoid special styles like italic. Italic when the words looks like this, okay? Or highlighting. When you use highlighting in the with the email, try to avoid special styles like this. Or multicolored fonts. There are fonts with multicolored. You need to avoid these unless you need it or you told so to use it, okay? Do not use all caps. Caps means in some with some people they will think caps it's kind of you will look like you will seem like you are shouting at the recipient, okay, at the people that you send the email to them when you use the caps letter, okay? Subject line. The first part of an email which your recipient sees is the subject of the email, so be careful, okay? Don't forget to write the subject of the email. So getting the subject line on point is the first important thing that you need to consider when you have to write a professional email or a formal email, okay? Here we have some tips to help you how to keep in mind the most important tips that will help you to write a formal subject line. So you need to make the subject line specific, simple, and to the point. That means you make it brief, okay? For example, here we have an example. Instead of writing the internship report you asked for, you need, this is looks like a long and like narrative subject line, okay? You just need to be specific, more specific. So you need to write internship report with date, week, and month. Only that's it, okay? Internship report. Sorry. The subject line should be short. Okay. Ideally, your subject line should stand around 6 words, okay? Maximum 6 words. Okay, keep the most important and informative words in the beginning of the subject line. So when you write the subject line, try to keep the most important words and informative words that bring the information, the most important information in this topic. Put it at the beginning of the subject line, okay? Of the subject line, yes. Use markers like forward. Forward means when somebody sent an email for you, you forward it with the attachment that you received, okay? Or use, this is forward, this is abbreviation of forward, okay, FWD. Also, you can use or mark your subject with reply. Reply, that means when somebody sent you email, you reply to this email or somebody else email, but reply is normally to the same person, okay? You reply to the same person. Or urgent. Urgent, this is something very important, okay? When you have an urgent situation, just write urgent in the subject line, okay? Or notice. Notes also bring the attention of the recipient, okay? To further narrow down the subject, it informs your reader about the nature of your email. Yeah, these titles or these markers inform your reader about the nature of your email. If it's urgent, if it's normal, if it's a reply for answer, if it's a notice he should to take care of. So all of these important tips you need to follow. This is how looks the subject line. Here you can write the subject line or the title of your email, okay? Here in this place, okay? Here we have meeting reply, okay? Damaged escalator on March 12th. Okay, this is a sample of a subject line. So here we have some of the examples of good subject lines. When you write a formal email, you can use it, okay? Marketing data for July 2018. Here we have a specific subject line followed with data, okay, with date and some specific information. Another one, marketing budget, October 2018. Okay. List of new freelancer. Okay. This is to the point exactly, okay? Job application for the post of XWZ, okay? Yeah. Leave application. Here you need to write the name of, okay, it's okay because the name will appear at the beginning of the email, okay? So leave application. Contract agreement. Query regarding the missing information in the document. Okay. These are some examples of good subject lines, okay? Writing your message. Use a proper salutation. Always open a formal email with a salutation. So the next factor to get right when you write a formal email, it is to use a salutation because each email is directed towards someone, okay? So addressing the recipient by name if you know, or is preferred, okay? If you know the name of the recipient, it's preferred to addressing them by their names, okay? So you need to start your formal email with addressing the recipient in a manner fitting the relationship you have with them, okay? So include the person's title. For example, we have Mr., Mrs., MS, Doctor, etc. So Mr. is for a man, Mrs. for a lady, which is married, but MS is for both, okay? You can use it for a single ladies, also you can use it for married ladies, okay? In order you don't know whether the woman or the lady or the girl is married or not, you can use MS, okay? Doctor for doctor, of course. So again, include the person's title with their last name, followed by a comma or semicolon, okay? Okay. So for senior officials, stick to their designation or follow it with their name. For example, to the manager. Senior officials, people who had الناس اللي عندها مراكز كبيرة مثلا في الدولة, okay? We call them senior officials. You need to stick. That means don't try to use another name, okay? Just use their titles, okay? If you addressing a manager, you need to write to the manager, okay? Or dear Dr. Joss, dear Dr. Joss, or dear Mrs. Capper, okay? So try to address those people that they have senior officials positions, okay? You can precede the salutation with dear if you like. If you like to use this word dear, you can precede it before the name, okay? If you don't know the name of the person you are writing to, use a salutation like dear sir, madam, or dear sir or madam, so or to whom it may concern. Because for people you are unfamiliar with, or you don't know the names of them, you can use to whom it may concern, okay? Or dear sir or dear madam, okay? Lastly, or finally, do not use hello, hey, or hi, or other informal salutation. you can use these informal salutation with or among colleagues, okay, or close friends. It may be appropriate to simply precede the name with hi or other salutation or other informal salutation. So this is a sample of the writing inside the email, where you can position or place the greeting or salutation here, okay? Dear sir, madam, after or beneath the subject, okay? So I need to clarify some point or a very important point. Try to don't skip the salutation, and always be respectful, because if you try to avoid or you didn't write the salutation, it's considered like unpolite behavior, okay? Never use nicknames or just surnames or first names when you are writing a formal email, okay? Always be respectful. Body of the email. Here we came with the most important part in writing emails. So introduce yourself in the first paragraph if necessary. The body text or the body of the email is the main part when you write a formal email. It's important to follow a certain patterns to get the format of a formal email or uniform, okay? Formal email or uniform. If you are writing to someone you don't have an existing relationship between you and him or her, such as a new customer, for example, or hiring manager, or government official, or college admission, tell them who you are and why you are writing to them. Okay, you need to write first of all, you write your name or introduce yourself, then tell them the reason why you are emailing them or writing to them. Okay, let's see the details here. The opening paragraph should set the tone and reason for your email. Introduce yourself if you are a stranger to the person you are writing to, and jot down why you are writing to them. For example, you can begin with, my name is Earl River. I am contacting you to apply for the administrative assistant position listed on careerxyz.com. Or you can write another one. This is with reference to the marketing budgets as discussed in the meeting. This is the end of sorry. So you can either write if you don't know or if the people that you write into don't know you, you need to write your name first and the reason why you are writing to them. Okay, so do this in the first sentence or two of your email. So the most important thing that you need to start your email with, to write the information, the most important information about you, your name, okay, and the reason why you write to them. Okay, write it in the first sentence and the second sentence. Okay, as in the example here, we have, look to the body of the paragraph when they wrote the message. My name is Earl River. I'm contacting you to apply for the administrative assistant position listed on the career blah blah blah. Okay, this is the body, or this is the opening sentence. Okay, prioritize the most important information. Put the most important content near the top. This respects your recipient's time and makes the purpose of your email clear. So once you have introduced yourself and the general reason you are writing, you can follow up with the body of your email and write down the purpose of your writing. Okay? So when writing to a government official, for instance, you might start by saying, my name is Alan Rivers. I obtained your email address from the Westchester County Clerk website. I am writing to contest the traffic citation I received on December 31, 2009. So this is a sample of the writing sent it by in an email, okay? Here, I just want to clarify, here you will write the name of the recipients, or sorry, the email that you will send it to, and here you will write the subject line, here you will write the salutation, okay? Here the first sentence of your email, okay? My name is blah blah blah, I obtained your email address, okay? This is the reason why you write to them, okay? Get to the point. For instance, when writing to a professor, don't waste space with unnecessary padding like, "This is Darlene Frankrish. Do you know me? Chemistry 221 or 221 is my favorite class right now. I love the way the lectures are so organized. I can always follow along and know what will be on the tests. Speaking of the tests, I was thinking about the next exam. So, what do you think about this email or this message? Okay, so you need to know for a formal email, it's okay to be direct, okay, as long as you are polite. Beating around the bush will only lose your reader and make it harder to figure out what you want or what you need from them or him, okay, or her. So instead of saying all of these, you need just to clarify the next. It would be much clearer to write something like, "This is Darlene Frankrish. I am student in your Chemistry 221 class, and I am writing about potential exam time conflict." It's very clear and neat and specific and brief, okay? Just be brief, okay? You don't need to write the whole things because you are talking or you are emailing a professor, someone which is in position of a formal position, okay? Someone you don't know, it's not your friend, it's a professor or it's a teacher for you, so you need to be polite and specific and brief, okay? This is an example or a sample of the writing body of the email. So I'm writing about potential exam time conflict. This is the right one or correct format, okay? Keep it brief. There is no set length for how long an email should be. However, it's a good idea to keep an email to about one laptop or desktop size screen length. So if it's okay or it's good to write an email which you can read it with a full screen laptop, okay? That means in a full page. You don't need to scroll the page until to read the other side or the other part of the email in the second page, okay? So it's good to let the email in one page. If your email is relatively lengthy, that means if it's your email long, break it up into short paragraphs. Insert a line break between each paragraph instead of indenting, okay? So as the sample shows that here we have a long email full with information. So the writer here break it up or try to make each paragraph separated from the other, okay, to make the information or the data clear to the reader, okay? So this is a sample for a long email, but you need to keep it brief as much as you can. Use formal language. Formal language means the language that official language, okay? Since formal emails are written for professional contexts, you will want to give a good impression. Use complete sentences and polite phrasing. Avoid things like slang or street language, unnecessary contractions, emotions and emojis. profanity, jokes. Okay, so try to avoid these these symbols or these things from your formal email, because you are addressing someone strange for you, or someone you don't know maybe, or or you are addressing a manager, so you need to be polite and official with him, or formal. Okay, here we have a sample of 2 emails. The first one, you can read it together. Thanks for the snacks you sent. I am sorry to say that 2 were dead. Snakes, sorry. Okay, send more soon. Please talk to ya later. So, thanks for the snakes you sent. I am sorry to say that 2 were dead. Send more soon. Please talk to ya later. Okay, this is unpolite or impolite email. Okay, read it. Read the correct one, or the polite one, or the good formal one. Thank you for your shipment of the 4 ball pythons to our store, Pets Alive, on March 2, 2015. Unfortunately, 2 of the snakes appear to have been hurt during the delivery and were decased when I opened the snake crate. I'd like for you to send 2 replacement snakes as soon as possible. You can abbreviate the as soon as possible by using ASAP. Okay, the capital letter for the initial capital letter, or the initial letter for each of these words. Okay, anyway, please email me or call the store with further questions, or to make arrangements for a new shipment. So it's clear that he bought snakes, but and when they send it by or ship it for him, they are dead. Okay, but here we have an impolite email or inappropriate email, but this one it's a professional email, formal professional email. Okay, the closing of the email should also support the nature and format of a formal email. If you are asking a question, close with something like "Hope to have an answer from you soon," or "Looking forward to hearing from you soon." If you are addressing a question, end with "Hope I have sufficiently answered your query or doubts." Okay, if someone asks you some questions and you answer these questions, you end your email with these words: "Hope I have sufficiently answered your query or your doubts." Okay, so use a proper form of closing. As with the salutation, there are a variety of closings that are acceptable in formal emails. Make sure to follow up with your full name and job title, address, other signature if you have one. Okay, here an example of potential closing include "Yours sincerely." Okay, yours cordially. Also, yours sincerely. Yours cordially. Respectfully. Best, or best wishes, or best regards. Also best regards. Warmly. Your student. Kind regards. Simply thanks. Okay, so before to sign off, you need to end your words with simple phrases or simple words which conveys respect, and these are some safe choices. Okay, these are the last words when you write a formal email and is capable of forming a lasting impression on your readers. Okay, I need to clarify some point, or a point is if you are writing on behalf of or as an employee of institution, okay? Make sure to mention the institution that you work in or the company, along with adequate contact details, okay? We will show you how to write your closing or ending sentence. As the example here, sincerely, Edward Miller. The solution, also the name of the writer, okay? Edward Miller. Preparing to send. Include any necessary attachments. If you need to include any attachments, make sure to mention them in the body of the email to let the recipient know that they are included. Be courteous by trying to keep the number of attachments and their file size down, and by using common or widely compatible file types. For example, include the note like, I am attaching a copy of my resume and portfolio in PDF format, okay? So we are when you sending a file or an attachment, either PDF or Word document or Excel sheet, whatever, or pictures or images, you need to mention that in the body of the paragraph, okay? To pay attention for your recipient that there is some attachments included in the email, okay? So this is an example of how to say that I am attaching a copy of my resume, or please find attached copy of my, for example, please find attached PDF file, okay? Or my passport copy file, whatever, okay? Just name the attachment and the format of the file, okay? PDF or Word document, whatever, okay? Here we have an example or the sample of writing the attachment letter. I am attaching a copy of my resume and portfolio in PDF format. Okay, I wish it's clear. Proofread your message for content, spelling, and grammar. Don't just rely on your email service's spelling or grammar checker. Reading your email aloud or asking someone to proofread it is a great way to catch any typos, mistakes, or unclear phrases. So you need to make sure that the email doesn't contain any sensitive information or any errors or grammatical mistakes. So always keep in mind that emails is not a secure communication system. Remember that email service can be hacked, or that your recipient might intentionally or unintentionally share information that you didn't want to be divulged. Avoid including things like passwords, account numbers, and confidential information in an email. So try to avoid sending any sensitive information by email, okay? Because as you know that emails considered unsecured communication system, okay? Maybe anyone can hack it, okay, by hackers. So as in the sample here, we can see that the sender sent my bank account number is blah 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 and login ID. So it's easy to take the money from the account, okay? So this is incorrect behave or action. It's not secure to send your personal information by email, okay? So also you need to check the grammar or spelling mistakes by yourself, or ask someone to help you to read it after you if it's that email important for you, especially when you send an email to college, okay, for admission or for Also for position, you need to make sure that your email empty for any mistakes, okay? Sample request. Here we have a sample of request email. Okay, so formal emails are sent in a whole variety of situations. Okay, while they use the same rules, they may have to be modified according to their purpose. So sometimes the rules or the formal for the emails considered the same, okay, but it different according to the purpose of the email, okay? So now after we learned and we are familiar with the format of the formal email, let us have a look at a few formal email samples, okay? Here we have a sample or a request sample. Let's start reading, okay? Subject: extension on report deadline. As we said before, the subject is the first thing and should be clear and specific and brief, okay? Extension on report deadline يعني طالب تمديد لتسليم التقرير، okay? تمديد في موعد تسليم التقرير، okay. وبعدين the name of the recipient. Here dear Mr. or dear Mrs. طبعا it's optional because it's kind of sample, it's not real one, okay? Here you can write the nickname or sorry the surname of the recipient, okay? And don't forget the politeness here, okay? Anyway, I am writing this to request you for an extension on the XYZ project. This is a fake name, okay? For example, المهاري project, okay? طلب تمديد لتسليم التقرير أو تقرير المشروع which is due on المفروض كان يسلمه في التاريخ الموجود هنا. Okay, المفروض كان يسلمه في التاريخ هذا. My mother has taken ill unexpectedly and I must leave for home tonight. السبب طبعا هنا واضح، السبب إن والدته تعبت، مريضة بمعنى، وإنه هو المفروض الليلة يمشي لها. Okay, I'm afraid it will take me a week before I can return to the office. Okay, وخايف إنه هو ممكن راح يقعد لمدة أسبوع. Okay, so قبل ما يرجع الأوفيس complete the report حتى باش ينهي الريبورت. So kindly grant me an extension till date. طبعا طالب محدد الموعد اللي مدد فيه تاريخ تسليم التقرير. اوكي، هذه نوع من البروفيشناليتي، يعني نوع من المهنيه. في ناس تخليها مفتوحه تقول لك ربي يستر، اوكي، فهنا لا، هنا مهنيه وتاكيد انه حيكون عند كلمه ده. اوكي، for the same, so again kindly grant me an extension till date. For the same I promise to deliver the project report by then. يعني by then بالتاريخ المذكور هنا. اوكي، sincerely your name, phone number if it's necessary. Okay, so always here you can observe that the subject is specific and clear. Okay, the reason for this request is clear and logical. لاحظوا إن لازم الreason يكون logical، منطقي. Okay, and so I don't know, this is a kind of request. So always state your request as clearly as possible and supply it with a logical reason to make your case stronger. Okay. One of the common request letters is a leave application letters. يعني تعتبر رسائل السماح زي ما تقولي، بمعنى أعطيني إذن إني إذن مغادرة يقولوا له لأي سبب طارئ. أكثر من ضمن أكثر الرسائل المستخدمة. Email sample 2, which is a question sample. Okay, subject inquiry about conference center timing. Okay, dear sir, madam, I am writing to inquire about the timings for the conference center at the place or location of the conference. Okay, our company is hosting a delegation from place برضو location. Okay, and is interested in booking the center for an important corporate event on date. طبعا هذا التاريخ اللي بيصير فيه الحدث. Okay, I checked your website but couldn't find the information I require. Okay, يعني لاحظوا هنا معي رسالة بدايتها I am writing a reason of the writing. Okay, about the timing conference. Okay, يعني ممكن نكون busy أول ما نشوف الرسالة أوكي هذا something important وخاص الشغل متاعي، فاني طولها نعطيها مجال إني نرد عليه، أو اعتبار حتى لو كنت busy ممكن ناخذ رقم التليفون اللي موجود هنا وبالمكالمة يكون كل شيء واضح. أوكي، وأحيانا ندير كوبي بيست المعلومات موجودة عندي في الإيميل ونبعثها له. أوكي. عموما الأجانب أو الشركات غالب العالم يتعاملوا، حتى الدول العربية يعني متطورة شوية في مواضيع استخدام الإيميل، عندهم الإيميل something يعني normal، حاجة يعني يستخدموا فيها نوع يعني تعتبر من الأساسيات مش something إضافي. أوكي، دائما عندهم سامبل الكلام اللي في البداية وفي النهاية كله موجود، بس يغيروا البادي اوف ذا ايميل. اوكي، مرات يغيروا السبجكت. اوكي، بس الباقي كله موجود عندهم it's normal thing. اوكي، so يقدروا يردوا في دقائق معدودة. اوكي، هنا زي ما قلنا إن لاحظوا إن reason كان reason of the writing كان واضح. أوكي، قلنا في البداية إن من المهم إنكم تعرفوا بنفسكم، نشوفوا هل الكاتب أو المرسل الإيميل عرف بنفسه أو لا، أو ضروري إنك تعرف بنفسه في الحالات هذه أو لا. Anyway, I'm writing to inquiry about a timing for the conference center. هنا طبعا أعطيه معلومات إنه يعني كلم بعثت لكم الإيميل إن حتى خشيت شوفوا حاولت نخش على الويب سايت تبع السنتر وباش نشوف المعلومات اللي نبيها وما لقيتش. event on date I checked your website but couldn't find the information I require. That's why يعني bother you أو نزعج فيك باش ناخذ المعلومات هذه، لأن موضوع ضروري وأنا درت محاولاتي مسبقا. أوكي، هذه نوع من المهنية. اوكي، يعني ماهوش ليزي واعطوني معلومات وهو حتى ما تعبش روحه ودور. اوكي، if you could kindly send across the timings when the conference center is available, we can design an itinerary at the earliest and share the schedule with you to initiate the booking procedure. طبعا باش يكملوا إجراءات الحجز. أوكي، هنا الطلب واضح، هنا ما عرفش بنفسه، لكن نهاية الرسالة في الإيميل صح، في الإيميل بدايته ما عرفش بنفسه، بس مش ضروري دائما في جميع المراسلات، بس البروفيشنال بيبول حيعرفوا إن الشخص هذا منين، the sender من هو. أوكي، نهاية الإيميل بعد ما تقولوا salutation أو greetings تحية thanks your name، طبعا راح تكتبوا اسمكم. اوكي، فون نمبر حتى التواصل. هذه السيجنتشر يقولوا لها تكون دائما كوبيت في الايميل، بمجرد تفتحوا ايميل حتطلع تلقائيا. اوكي، يعني في هيك في تول موجودة في الجهاز أو في الإيميل في السيتنجز، هي already إنكم تديروا signature وتكتبوا الانفورميشن personal information اللي تبوا تكون موجودة للناس العلنية، سواء public ولا هيك أو بالشغل، خاصة بالشغل تحطوا رقم خاص بالشغل، تحطوا إيميل خاص بالشغل، وتكتبوا البوزيشن الكامباني، يعني اسم البوزيشن تبعكم، لو انت مدير جنرال مانجر مدير عام، لو انت كوردينيتور، لو انتم اسيستنت، لو انت مساعد، لو انت ادمنستريتيف، تكتب البوزيشن، وبعد البوزيشن اسم الوظيفة، بمعنى راح تكتبوا اسم الشركة. اوكي، لكن بالتسلسل انه راح يكون اسم الاول، بعد التحية الاسم الاول، وبعدين ارقام التواصل سواء ايميل او ارقام هواتف whatever، وبعد اسم البوزيشن، يعني انت شنو جنرال مانجر whatever، وبعدين اسم الشركة. هنا الشخص اللي استلم المراسلة طول راح يقول مين يبعث لك، يشبح تحت يلقى اوكي جنرال مانجر اسيستنت whatever. اوكي. Okay, this is a sample of a question email. So email sample 3, which is a complaint email. Okay. Subject: complaint against gender discrimination in the office. So الموضوع تبع الإيميل اللي هي شكوى ضد التمييز العنصري in basis of gender، يعني gender اللي هو بين المرأة أو الرجل. Okay. male or female. Okay. Dear Mr. or Mrs. recipient name، تحطوا اسم الشخص المرسل إليه الإيميل. Okay. This is to bring to your notice an instance of discrimination on the basis of gender in the office، يعني صار تمييز عنصري في المكتب. Okay. أو في العمل. I was due for a meeting with name department، يعني كان عندها طبعا هنا بدت تشرح في المشكلة أو في الإشو أو في القصة. أوكي. إن كان عندها اجتماع في القسم المعين أو الفلاني، اسم القسم هنا this month، خلال الشهر هذا، and was surprised to see that I was dropped from the plan at the last minute، يعني dropped from the plan تم إزالتها من الخطة خلال الخطة اللي هي الاجتماع المفروض. أوكي. اللقاء. أوكي. في آخر دقيقة in a conversation with name of offending person، الشخص اللي تم بالإساءة إليها، هنا اسم الشخص اللي قام بالإساءة إليها. in conversation تمت زي ما تقولي ناقشت الموضوع مع الشخص هذا on date، في تاريخ كذا كذا. طبعا من المهم أن تذكروا تفاصيل مهمة زي هذه، التاريخ، الشهر، المكان. about it. Okay. in a conversation with the name of on date about it. Okay. عن القصة، علاش تم استقصائي من المجموعة. Okay. أو من المخطط أو الخطة. I was told that the move was taken because الموف اللي قصدهم الحركة اللي صارت هذه أو الأكشن اللي صار، the move was taken because they didn't feel I would land the deal as a woman and that it was best left to the man، يعني حسوا إن هي مش راح تكون قد المسؤولية لأنها مرأة، مش راح تقدر تدير شيء ومش حتضيف لهم شيء، وإن هما it was best left to the men، يعني من الأفضل ترك الأمور هذه للرجال. أوكي. I have، طبعا هنا هذا الكلام اللي شوفوا بين قوسين between brackets اللي هي quotation marks، إن هذا الكلام مش كلامها، هي نقطة الكلام زي ما انقال لها هنا، دليل على أن هذا الكلام اللي انقال لها حرفيا. أوكي. I have worked tirelessly، يعني tirelessly بتعب، بمشقة. أوكي. in name of company، زي ما تقولوا لاسم الشركة، يعني أنا كنت وفية واشتغلت بجد من لشأن الشركة هذه. for the last، طبعا time period تكتبوا الفترة اللي هي اشتغلت فيها for the last مثلا 10 years، for the last 10 months، for the last weeks. anyway given the repetition of name of the company، طبعا أعطت سمعة للشركة هذه. اوكي. as a female friendly، طبعا ركزوا على كلمة friendly، إن هي she is not aggressive، يعني خلال لما يتم تقييم شخص للوظيفة، شخص قدم إنه هو بيشتغل، بدو يركزوا على أمور تانية ويسألوا في أسئلة هيك شوية تريكي، من ضمنها هل أنت aggressive، بس ما يقولوهاش بطريقة هيك دايركت واي. من خلال الأسئلة حيعرفوا إنه هو aggressive، إنه هو يتحمل pressure، إنه هو باله واسع مع الزملاء. فهنا هي وين قالت لما she mentioned that she's a female friendly، إن هي صدوقة مع الكل، يعني friendly ودودة مع الكل، ما عندهاش مشاكل، ما هيش aggressive، ما هيش عنيفة مع الناس أو هيك tough. okay. and discrimination free workplace، يعني ما عندهاش عنصرية، discrimination free like sugar free. okay. like gluten free. هنا طريقة صياغة الكلمة عجبتني، فهنا discrimination free بمعنى ما عندهاش أي أساليب عنصرية في workplace، في الشغل. okay. and I am appealed at being treated like this، وأنا تم معاملتي بالأسلوب هذا. okay. فهنا زي ما تقول هي مجروحة. I have previously raised this issue privately with name of offending person، أنا حاولت مسبقا إني نتعامل مع الإشو هذه بطريقة privately، اوكي، بطريقة خاصة مع الشخص اللي قام بالأسلوب هذا معها أو بالعنصرية هذه معها but failed to receive an apology or satisfactory response. بس للأسف فشلت في يعني إن هي تستلم أو يعطيها أي نوع من الاعتذار المرضي أو الاستجابة مرضية لها. أوكي، إن هي ترضى عن سوء الفهم أو العمل اللي صار لها. I wish to pursue this further with this official complaint and come to a swift and fitting solution. يعني نتمنى من حضراتكم بمعنى انكم تقوموا بأخذ إجراء سريع okay to help with the help of a human resource بمساعدة إدارة human resource HR أو الموارد البشرية and other members of management وأعضاء الإدارة الثانيين الآخرين hoping to see this matter dealt with at earliest. يعني ونتمنى انكم ما تأخروش في التعامل مع الحالة هذه. اوكي، هذا تقدر ترفع عليه حتى قضية ما نعرفش في الدول الأخرى، ما نعرفش هنا يعني اوكي. والايميل هذا يعتبر رسميا زي دليل قاطع ان هي حاولت تاخذ اجراءات مسبقة ان هو يعتذر منها بشكل خاص قبل ما تكبر القصة. اوكي. So this is a kind of an important email. صح هو long طويل بس هي بجديات حاولت تشرح القصة بطريقة ما هيش مطنبة، يعني ما هيش بزيادة كثرة دول، لا يعني في الأساس في البيسك. أوكي، والمعلومات المهمة كلها موجودة. أوكي. So خلونا نشوف السامبل الأخير ونكون هيك كملنا. Email sample number 5 an announcement or statement. okay. إعلان announcement هو announcement هو يعتبر إعلان. okay. أو تصريح. subject راح يكون الموضوع a new member in the team عضو جديد في الفريق. okay. dear all ركزوا معي. dear all تستعمل لما يكون الإيميل هذا موجه لعدد كبير من الناس، حتى ولو كان 5، حتى لو كان 3. اوكي. حتى ولو كانوا زوز تكتبوا dear all. اوكي، مش راح تكتبوا كل شخص باسمه dear مستر فتحي dear مستر علي dear مستر dear مسز نجاة. no, just write all to include the all recipient in this email. okay. okay. So I'm glad to introduce you to name of the person. أنا سعيدة أني نعرفكم بالاسم الشخص اللي انضاف للفريق الجديد. هذا هنا حيكون بين قوسين مثلا محمد ترفاس. okay. Who will be assisting us as an intern for the next 6 months. طبعا حلو ان هم احنا ما عندناش في شفافيه، نوع من الشفافيه ان هو راح يجي وراح يساعدنا لمده 6 شهور كمدرب او like coach maybe. okay. He is a 3rd year economic student. okay. هو طالب في كلية الاقتصاد سنة 3 at a name of institution لو معهد أو college. okay. نقوله at college at a Tripoli college for example and is excited about joining the team وهو متحمس بخصوص انه هو راح ينضم للفريق. I hope to see you. طبعا هنا ركزوا معي انني I am glad طبعا طول مباشرة خشت في الموضوع. اوكي. get the point. اوكي، ما فيش اطناب، ما فيش كلام اضافي. اوكي. I hope to see you all welcome him into the office and provide him with your help and feedback wherever necessary. طبعا him معناها انه male. اوكي، رجل او شاب. اوكي، وطلبت منهم ان توفروا له اي مساعدات يطلبها whenever necessary ضرورية، أو أعطوه فيدباك معلومات عن المكان لأنه قاعد جديد. okay. okay. so fond regards your name فقط. no need إنك أنت تكتب اسم الشركة واسم الاكستنشن الداخلي أو الرقم التليفون whatever. no need على شوي because this email was inside the company. okay. between employee يعني بين الناس بين الموظفين في بعضهم، فأكيد راح يطلع لهم اسم الموظف. فنوني أحيانا تكون it's okay لو تديروا الاتنشن الرقم الاكستنشن أو الرقم الداخلي للأوفيس، وأحيانا يكون already معروف. no need. okay. but just write your name and best regards. so that's it. عندي ملاحظة لو حابين تكتبوا إيميل والسبجكت يكون إنكم تبوا توصلوا يعني مشاعر سعادة أو مشاعر الحماس، أوكي؟ لاحظوا إن هنا بعد في نهاية السبجكت السنتنس تبع السبجكت a new member in the team. واو، هنا شوفوا exclamation point، أوكي؟ هنا وجودها يعني to refer to excitement or happiness, okay? So you can use it in writing such emails, okay? Here we finished this lesson and we finished this semester. Thank you for listening. نتمنى نكون خفيفة عليكم، نتمنى أني وصلت لكم المعلومة. نعتذر لو سببت بأي خطأ سواء بقصد أو بدون قصد، وشكرا لحسن استماعكم، وموفقين إن شاء الله في الفاينل exams.